Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Nancy Cox. Thank you for joining us at 6.
It is a stunning and tragic update from the Scott County Sheriff. Not one he wanted to give, nor the kind we wanted to hear.
The on-duty injuries suffered by a deputy last week in a shootout are life-changing. Eleanor Buckley has the latest on Jaime Morales in our LEX 18 Big Story at 6.
This is the worst case scenario other than death.
Sheriff's Deputy Jaime Morales' life won't ever be the same.
Doctors say at this point, Jaime is 90% paraplegic.
Morales was wounded in the line of duty last week as law enforcement apprehended a serial bank robber who was wanted in Florida. Edward Reynolds fired at officers, hitting Morales before being shot and killed. Morales has undergone multiple surgeries since.
It's a lot for him to deal with, mainly, then his family, then our family, and everybody in this community really cares.
The sheriff believes that show of support, coupled with Morales' grit, will go a long way towards his making a full recovery as his body will allow.
He's a Marine, he's a fighter, so we're not giving up hope.
And no one will ever again come to work in Hampton's office taking anything for granted.
Oh, I can guarantee you we will never forget this. We never want anything like this to ever happen again, but we also know that that chance is there.
And even if he makes a full recovery, Deputy Jaime Morales will forever serve as a reminder of that chance. Covering the news in Scott County, Eleanor Buckley, LEX 18 News.
The Sheriff's Office has set up a donation fund through Whitaker Bank. You're urged to bring your contribution to the Sheriff's Office directly, and a GoFundMe page will be online shortly. The Scott County coroner, already facing criminal charges involving stolen guns and ammo, has been slapped with a whistleblower lawsuit.
Yeah, 3 of his deputy coroners claim he fired them after reporting serious ethical concerns. LEX 18's Lee Searcy broke the story at noon, and she has the details.
In July, Scott County Coroner John Goebel pled not guilty at his arraignment to charges he stole guns and ammo from Kentucky State Police. That story, a far cry from when we covered him and others last year when they helped bury and ultimately identify some mother's boy, a young man hit and killed by a train in 1921.
We have some clues from the northern United States that have come forward and said.
But now, for the second time this year, Goebel is at the center of another controversy. 3 former deputy coroners claim he fired them after reporting serious official misconduct and ethical violations to county officials in late 2017. In the suit, they allege when he became aware of what they did, he installed a mounted shotgun on the county coroner's vehicle. That's not all. They claim he falsified death certificates by labeling most death causes as a heart attack because there was less paperwork requirement than preparing an actual case. 2 of them claim Goebel ordered them to unload cases of ammunition stored in the coroner's office. They also allege they watched Goebel take narcotics from a death scene investigation, which were never destroyed. And they also reported he used official vehicles to transport illegal moonshine for political favors. Goebel's attorney says the coroner did nothing wrong and let the 3 go after they refused to work their assigned shifts.
He absolutely denies, and it'd be interesting to see if these people have any proof other than the 3 of them saying, I saw this or we observed this.
Covering the news in Scott County, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
Flooded roads stopped food donations from Kentucky making it to the Carolinas.
But instead of letting it all go to waste, Lundergan Emergency Disaster Services brought it all back home, where it will help local shelters. LEX 18's Carolina Buchek has that story.
Because of all the flooding happening in the Carolinas right now, donations like this aren't able to make it through the badly flooded roads. So right now, all of this food is being loaded up onto local trucks, and it's going to help local people who really need it.
Employees pushed pallets after pallets stacked with food toward their new destinations, the local pantries and shelters.
So many people here in Lexington are just going to be blessed with good food, milk, fruits, vegetables. I mean, things that are the challenge always for any people that are feeding a lot of folks a no budget.
Originally, this food was supposed to feed Hurricane Florence evacuees in the Carolinas.
It made it right down to the North Carolina line, and we have sites in Lumberton and New Bern, and the roads were just too bad. So we just took a turn and got off 95 and came back towards Lexington.
If they stayed, the food would go bad before it can make it to the evacuees. Here in Lexington, it'll be used well.
I saw the heavy whipped cream and I saw the eggs.
Cream. Heavy cream, you can make sausages and stuff.
Yeah, eggs and stuff like that, but apples and oranges and stuff like that. You can do a lot. You can do a lot with that.
Covering the news in Lexington, Carolina Buchak, LEX 18 News.
LEX 18 has teamed with the Salvation Army, Cumulus Media, Fayette Mall, and Southland Christian Church to help make a difference for those people affected by Hurricane Florence.
Our relief drive has been going on today at Fayette Mall, and once again we're joined by Haley Harmon, Chief Meteorologist Bill Meck. They're live at the mall to tell us what's been happening there. Hey guys.
Hi Nancy and Kevin, good evening. We are so excited at the turnout that we have seen today, and in the last couple of minutes, which is what we were hoping for, we've seen a lot more cars pulling in.
Wonderful.
People getting off work and having the time to stop by here at Fayette Mall.
Folks who are headed home, and maybe they get a call from somebody at home saying, hey, stop by Fayette Mall, help the Salvation Army out here.
Bill looks lonely. He needs you to come by. He needs it.
We all have the Cumulus radio folks here, the fire department, we've got
the Salvation Army.
The Salvation Army. So, it is lonely here. So we do need you to stop by and help out just a little bit. And what's great with the Salvation Army, we talk about this all the time with them. The money that goes into the kettles here, this all goes to North Carolina. It's not going to some administrative place someplace, and just gets lost. This is going to the folks who need it the most. So it's a direct donation.
Yes, you donate $50. $50 is going straight to the people affected. And coming up in just a little bit, we're going to tell you about how this fundraiser is stretching into tomorrow as well. So you can take part tonight until 7:30. Stop by Fayette Mall here next to PNC Bank. Come see us and be a part of this. We'll tell you how you can help tomorrow,
All
too.
right, weather-wise, let's go ahead and talk about it. And as we're doing that, we chase the storms out here for you. And with that storm chaser here, what we are looking at, and go ahead and swing the graphics in, and you are looking at, the last of Florence. The rain is out there. The rain is now mainly eastern Kentucky at this point, and we are looking at a couple of showers trying to get going. They got one little going back northern part of Washington County, but that really is the last of Florence for us. That rain will be with us through the evening hours, then exiting off to the east. We can confirm that with the future track, and as we do that, you see the last of the showers. They head off to the east and away. The clouds start to clear later on as well. We're seeing some breaks even now at Fayette Mall. Thing is, tomorrow morning we may have some fog to deal with. So with all that in mind, tomorrow afternoon a couple of showers become at least a possibility, not a big one. A lot of us will end up staying dry, and we work our way then toward the middle of the week. It just gets hotter. Right now, temperatures are running mainly in the 70s. So that's the last of Florence. The last of summer comes up this week. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. Reporting back to you guys, Nancy, my TV wife is there, and I'm here. Kevin, back to you as well.
They're still trying to keep us apart, Bill.
Thanks, Bill. Well, it was a pretty exciting morning in Woodford County at Coolmore America Ashford Stud today.
Yeah, I guess. The 13th Triple Crown winner moved into his new home. LEX 18's Claire Kopsky was at the barn to welcome Justify.
A rainy morning was fit for another day in the spotlight for a famous Kentucky horse who made his mark on muddy tracks.
I feel it's like him coming home.
Coming home to a farm that's ready to welcome him with open arms. Monday morning, the Coolmore America Ashford Stud staff showed Justify to his new barn and stall.
He's a very, very classy horse. You see the way he came off the van there, all the press around, he didn't turn a hair.
Not even a hair. Maybe because the 13th Triple Crown winner recognizes the heir.
Justify was born just a farm away. His breeders who were here today say they're sad to see him go, but excited to come visit whenever they can.
So to see, a horse that we bred on the farm carry on in the stud book is, it makes history for us, and it's really nice to see one of our family members go on and do all that.
His new barn is also home to another Triple Crown winner, American Pharoah. But today, all eyes were on Justify.
He's always been a happy horse. He's always been alert, walks in wherever he goes. He's a very curious horse, and but he knows he is the man. I'm sure if he was in a field with a bunch of stallions, he would be the guy, so he would rule the paddock.
So what's up next for this superstar racehorse? Adjusting and breeding.
The book will be stellar. We'll probably send between 40 and 50 of our own mares, and then I think he'll be supported by some of the best international breeders around.
Supported to carry on the winning pedigree. Covering the news in Woodford County, Claire Kopsky, LEX 18 News.
And yes, fans will get a chance to see Justify in person. Tours begin in October. That's a must-see.
That'll be a long list of people.
It will.
That
A man steals a truck and finds a dangerous way to escape with it.
we have the video and the plea from police when we return with this week's Crime Stoppers.